All right, new meat thermometer that I'm going to try out today. It's hard for you to see, but it's this Inkbird INT 14BW wireless barbecue thermometer. And this one is unique because you can see there's 4 of them. So if you have 4 different pieces of meat, you can have 4 different temperatures, and that's actually something I've had a problem with my previous one because I only have one probe, and sometimes the steaks are not exactly the same. So that's going to be really nice to have 4 different ones. You can see there's a docking, and this is where you recharge, and it tells you 1, 2, 3, and 4, so you know which one is which. Okay, comes with a USB cable, charge it up. All right, back here there's a stand. You could put it on a stand, and looks like there's the power right there. Oh, good. Okay. All right, that's pretty easy. You have the different 4 different probes, wireless signal, this in the Bluetooth. So I'm going to connect this to my network, and then I'm going to sync everything up, and we're going to try to cook some steaks. Okay, so we're going to take them out. We're going to clean the probes first before we actually start using them. And you can see as soon as I take it out of the dock, it already triggers and it tells me the temperature. All right, so I'm going to wash these, and then we're going to sync the app. Right, so you can see from the app, I already have the original Inkbird, and that one's just Bluetooth. But this one, it's Bluetooth and wireless. So let's sync that up. All right, we'll add a device, and it already found my new device, so we're going to add that. Okay, press the panel button. Okay, that's good. So let's continue the setup and give it a shot. Okay, so now I'm setting it up with the Wi-Fi. And the nice thing about Wi-Fi, before, I could not move beyond the probes and the little sensor things without it being disconnected. But now with Wi-Fi, I could walk around the house and still be able to monitor the progress of my meat. All right, so the app, you can see it's 21 degrees for all the probes. So I'm going to use probe 2 and 1 because I got my 2 steaks ready right there. All right, so the probes are in the steaks, and you could see the temperature went down 15 and 13. So now, first what I want to do is I want to change it to Fahrenheit just because I'm more used to it. Okay, now it's Fahrenheit. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the cooking, beef, and I want medium rare. Let's say start cooking. Okay, and we're going to do that with the second probe also. Medium rare, start cooking. All right, you can see the temperature is different. Even though both of them have been sitting at room temperature, even then the temperature is a little different. So that's why you need 2 probes and not just 1. So let's throw this on the grill. All right, so let's get these things in. Okay, we'll use the monitor and see how well these steaks turn out. Checking the app, you can see it's in, and you can see the ambient temperature right now, it's 79, internal 50. My target is 130 for medium rare. All right, good. So let's track that. All right, you could see the side where the second probe is hotter than the first, so that's good to know. So I could cook the steaks accordingly. If I only had one or the other, one would be overcooked or undercooked. And of course, if you don't want to monitor on your phone app, you could also use this dock. It's actually really easy just to use this. Since I know that one side is hotter than the other, what I did was I swapped the position of the steaks so that hopefully things will even out and finish at the same time. Since I swapped positions of those steaks, it's getting closer and closer to the same temperature. That's perfect. There's a little graph that tells you the cooking temperature and ambient and target. Good. Let's take a look. All right, it's looking good. Move that out of the flame. All right, it's pretty close to 130, so I'm going to stick around and keep an eye on them. And what I'm going to do is I like to char the edges a little bit after I reach my temperature. All right, the alarm went off telling me that one of my steaks is ready. It's the first one. So I'm going to move that out of the flame and then char the edges. All right, I charred the edges a little bit, and you can see it is now 135, so I'm going to take that off the flame. One is resting and one just triggered. All right, so let's take this off the flame. And same thing. I'm going to char the edges a little bit. Seal the flavors in. Of course, that's going to make it cook a little bit, right? Okay, so now it's at 131. You see now one's at one was at 136. It just cooled down to 135. Two good looking pieces of meat. You can leave the probes in it and determine what resting temperature you want to eat the steaks at. Remember, one was taken out early. All right, so let's cut it up to see what the steaks look like. Oh yeah. Looks pretty darn good to me. Zoom in or come in. All right, medium rare. I think it looks good.